Nothing going. Nothing going, guys. Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Where we last left off, I don't remember. Oh yeah, that. After Hanuko's panic attack, I found myself fundamentally reassessing the relationship we share. What I know about her, and what I know about her. I had a hard enough time dealing with 4 months in the hospital. One look at her scars tells me that she was in one for a lot longer than I was. Be that as it may, I know next to nothing about her past. She has told me about the house fire, but only in the most basic way. And what of her family? I still haven't asked Lily about them. There hasn't been a good opportunity to bring it up. I don't know where she grew up or what her old school was like, nor of her past, friends, her wishes and ambitions. Not even her taste in music, food and movies. All the little things that I knew about all of my old friends. Just what have I been doing? For all this time I have been with her and Lily. In the distance, I hear the bells signaling the end of the classes. With any luck, Lily will soon realize that neither Hanako nor I are around and return to the dormitories. My mobile phone starts to ring, cutting my thinking short. It quite startles me as I've rarely been called since coming to Yamaku. Hello, Hisao Nakai is speaking. Oh, Hisao, I'm glad I found you. You weren't at any of our usual places, so I thought this would be the fastest way to contact you. It probably is. I probably should have guessed it would be Lily, as she's one of my few people I've given my number to. Even through the phone, her voice sounds slightly on edge. Hanako and I left class early, as she had some kind of panic attack. The line goes silent. If I weren't there for the background static, I would have thought Lily had hung up on me. I understand. Could you come by my room? I'd like to talk with you. Sure, I'd appreciate the chance to have a bit of a talk, actually. Good. I also have some bad news. I think we should discuss this in person. It's hard to grasp the seriousness in the situation from Lily's tone. She sounds so calm most of the time, but that would be a good or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. Okay, I'll be right there. I collect Hanako's school things from my desk and head straight to Lily's room. I rap my knuckles on her door as she soon calls me in. Lily sits on her table inside her room, looking a little worse for wear. I guess that's because of her bad news. Following her gesture of invitation, I sit across from her and lays Hanako's things on the table. Well, there's no point in either of us waiting. Would you mind going first, Isao? What happened today? My memory of the incident is already beginning to fade, but I explain it as best as I can to Lily. Inviting Hanako to work with the group, she's in ambitious questioning, a foray to town getting discovered, and the subsequent panic attack. I had Shizune's reaction almost as an afterthought, but Lily seems to take some kind of comfort in hearing about it. I guess rivals don't become rivals for no reason. There must be some history there, but now isn't the time to explore it. I see. She had said her therapist session were helping, but I had my doubts. It's quite a shame. Her birthday has caused problems before, but I had hoped that she would have improved with you around, and a more intensive therapy. Where's Hanako now? Last time I saw her, she was at the infirmary. I guess she's gone back to her room by now. She wasn't in the library or the tea room when I checked, so I can only assume that too. You said you also had some bad news. What's the matter? Do they concern Hanako? Lily shifts her position, the body's way of saying she's searching for the right words. My aunt has fallen gravely ill, I'm afraid. I'm going to be heading back to Scotland to visit her, and to spend some time with my family. What? Is she alright? When do you leave? I'm not altogether sure of exactly how she's faring at the moment. Through last I heard she was stable. I'll be leaving Saturday. It's the earliest flight that I could get. Stable. That's the code that needs to stay in the hospital. I've been stable long enough to know that. And to know that it doesn't necessarily mean someone is in good condition, but merely treading water. On the upside table is much better than critical condition. At least she's not in the brink of death. Stable. That's relief. Yes, but this means that I won't be here for Hanako's birthday. I wanted to tell you now so we can think of something before we told Hanako, but after today's event, I'm not even sure if this is going to be an issue if we simply cancel the party. I don't think that's such a good idea. Hanako already knows what we're planning a party now. To go back on that seems like the wrong thing to do. Also, we should do something for your going away, right? You make it sound as I won't be coming back. If all goes well, I should only be away for a week. Though possibly two. That's one relief, at least. With that in mind, what do you suggest then? Given the circumstances, I don't think karaoke is really appropriate. You're not going away for the greatest of reasons, so having too much fun would feel wrong. What did you do for her birthday last year? Last year, I literally couldn't get her out of her room. She'd locked the door. All I could do was leave food outside for her, making sure that she was at least eating well. This is perhaps the most depressed I've ever seen and heard Lily act. I feel sorry for her now. I feel sorry for her, given how defeated she must feel to be unable to help her closest friend. Perhaps it would be better to throw the party before you leave then? That does sound like it would be the easiest option. I think we should at least tell Hanako, both about your trip and her party. I have her things from class as well. That's a good point. Should we go and visit her now? I think that would be a good idea. Part of me is dying to see Hanako. The last time I saw her, she looked like death walking. And these last few hours had torn me apart just thinking about it. We quietly get up and file out of Lily's room. Hanako's room is next door in the same hallway. Knocking lightly gets us no response, but the door proves to be unlocked. Lily pauses for a moment as the handle unexpectedly moves under her hand before opening the door. Hanako's room is startlingly bare and monotone. There are no decoration on the plain white walls, a plain dark blue blanket, and only a few books, papers, and purely show image. Well, she at least has some water and a kettle. Her turn. Even her bed sheets are monochrome. The entire room feels as subdued as Hanako's character. Hanako herself is laying curled up on her bed. She may not be crying now, but her eyes are closed tightly to stop herself. And the tracks left by her tears still sit on her reddened cheeks. There you go. It hurts! I quietly walk in and set her back down on her desk, afraid of startling her too much. Hello, Hanako. Isao told me about what happened today. Are you alright? Hanako's eyes open, though only a little. I'm okay. She tilts her head slightly to look at me, noticing my grimacing before I can hide it. Sorry for making you worry. Really, I'm fine now. She doesn't look nor sound okay, though at least she seems more calm than she was before. She still looks as if the slightest breath could emotionally break her. I said it before, right? You don't need to be sorry for this. Isao's right. I shouldn't have hidden something like a birthday celebration from you. I see Hanako shivering at the word. Lily picks up on the silence that follows and crouches down to Hanako's level. I'm the one who should be sorry, Hanako. Hanako's eyes open to peer at Lily. She looks at Lily for some time, taking in her face with some dark, analytical eyes of hers. Lily must have made the right impression on her, as Hanako recovers enough to prop herself up on the bed and shift to sitting on its side. Hanako worries about many things, but troubling others is foremost among them. Hearing Hanako's shuffling, Lily moves forward and feels out the side of the bed, eventually taking a seat beside her and taking Hanako's left hand in both of hers. The feeling of me being out of place when the two are together has lessened in the time that we've known each other, but it's still occasionally very much there. This is one of those times, I think. Lily, if you want me to go, I don't want that. Lin and I both surprised at Hanako's mustering her courage. A half mumbled okay is all I can give her in reply, and I take her desk chair to sit in. Hanako, I'm afraid I have some bad news. So Lily's going to break the news now, with Hanako's having affirmed our relationship so clearly. Perhaps Lily thought the timing was good, or at least as good as it will ever be. My aunt has fallen ill, so I need to return to my family for a time. Concern replaces Hanako's remorseful expression. Your family? You mean in Scotland, right? That's right. Akira and I will be leaving Saturday. So you're going away? I won't be gone for long, probably 1 week or two. I'll be back before you know it, and Hisao will be here, alright? That's right, I'm not going anywhere. Hanako seems to take only minor comfort in this, but she does manage to summon some resolve from somewhere inside her. Is your aunt going to be alright? I'm not sure. Silence falls. It's depressing that the thing to truly bring Hanako out of her rut is another misfortune. I decide to bring up the other matter that brought us here, to distract at least a part of the dismal feeling permeating the room. Anyway, we were thinking that it would be a good idea to have a going away party for Lily, and it could double as... yeah. I cut myself off before mentioning her birthday, as it seems to be a trigger for some such fierce emotion within her. Lily gives Hanako's hands a gentle squeeze. Is it alright by you, Hanako? It won't be anything lavish or overdone, just something small in my room. Suggesting the school? Just us? That's right, just the three of us. If you like, I could ask Akira to come as well. Okay. You're only going for a week? 1 week or two, yes. I promise you it won't be any longer. Okay. Most people would be upset at hearing about a friend's family member falling ill and happy at having a party, but with Hanako, it seems that both events are on the same level. Alright then. You look like you need a rest, Hanako, so it might be best if we all went back to our rooms for now. You know that if you ever want anything, you can always talk to me or Hisao, right? Lily's voice is pensive, an unusual edge for someone as confident in herself as she. I understand. Thank you, Lily. Hisao? Well then, good night, Hanako. Night. I let out a long breath after the door closes behind us. It feels a little like I've been in deep underwater, and only now I've been able to come up for air. Lily doesn't seem to be doing well either. She looks pale and drawn. Are you alright? I'm just a little tired. It's been hectic lately. Have you slept at all? A little tired sounds like an understatement given how you look. I think a couple of hours of sleep before class. I'll be okay. I feel bad about pressing Lily right now. I think both of us are pretty tired from everything that's happened as well. I think you should get some rest. It's been a big day and staying up isn't good for your complexion. Thank you for your concern, Hisao. Good night then. Okay, night, Lily. I leave Lily in the hallway as she opens the door to her room and begin to make my way on to my own. As I walk down the quiet hallway, I can't get the image of Hanako out of my mind, huddled and pitiable, lying helpless with tears on her cheeks. I began to think that she was just a normal, if extremely shy person, but her problems run much deeper. Trying to take our relationship further than we share now when she's so fragile and vulnerable wouldn't be right. I don't need to be more than her friend in order to protect her, to try and stop anything like this ever happening again. The possibility of my feelings for her are going beyond that doesn't matter anymore. Hanako is precious to me, and that's why I can't take advantage of her. But even so, there's still that sting I feel when I think that way. For now, I need to sleep. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be a better day. Katawa Shoujo, I catch. Hanako is more noticeable in her absence than she was in the room. I feel her empty desk calling out for me. I find myself peering over my shoulder endlessly, hoping that I'm hallucinating that Hanako will magically appear. She makes sure she's a small presence as possible when she attends class, and although she had been getting better recently, the fact never changed. Nobody ever pays her any heed in class, and now that she's not here, they don't notice her absence. It's as if she never existed. Lily did say that her skipping class wasn't an unusual thing before I met her, but it's still very off-putting. The bells heralding the end of the school make me jump in my seat. Only now that I notice Misha is prodding me in the side of her mechanical pencil to get my attention. Hello? Is anybody in there? Hey, stop that. Ah, there we are. Welcome back to Earth, Hichan. What are you talking about? You keep on dazing off into space. I was beginning to think that you might be trying to contact alien life. I really didn't get much sleep last night, so I don't think Misha's words... I don't doubt Misha's words. I'm not sure whether it's due to my medicine's side effect, Hanako's panic attack yesterday, my worrying about her in general, or all three. I yawned tiredly before resting my chin on my palm, having been reminded of how badly I slept. Hey, are you really alright? Yesterday kinda rattled me as well. Yeah, I guess. I wanted to speak to Hanako again though. Did you see her last night? Yeah, Lila and I talked to her. This may seem a bit weird, but can you tell Shizune thank you from both me and Lily? I know Lily's technically didn't thank Shizune, but I could tell her by her reaction last night that she wanted to. At least that's how it worked out in my head. Angry face. I think what Sichan is trying to say is you're welcome. The furious signing in Shizune's reddened cheeks tells me that she was entirely different. Her blatantly flustered expression is amusing enough to make me chuckle. What's so funny, Chan? Was it something we said? No, that's not it. I was simply thinking about how cute Shizune can be at times. You're right. Sichan is really cute when she tries not to be. I noticed that Misha decides not to sign her response to Shizune. Maybe Shizune's race is enough to counter to any quantity of cute. Nevertheless, Shizune quickly calms down and signs something else to Misha. Oh, okay. Sichan wants you to come and have dinner with us. Dinner? Eh? Turning away from them a bit, lest I be swayed by their pleading smiles, I begin to mull it over. The invitation certainly is tempting. A takeaway dinner with two cute girls is not a bad thing. After all, the thought of Hanako locked up in her room, though, keeps dancing on the edge of my mind. Sorry, I'll have to pass. Ah. Misha doesn't sign my response, but Shizune picks it up easy enough to grimaces in disappointment. She moves her arms, assumably beginning to form of either protest or courage, but stops herself and taps Misha's shoulders twice. Once Misha gives Shizune her attention, the only statement Shizune has as on the matter is a shrug. Oh well, it's your choice, Hichan. I promise I'll join you two another time, if that helps. Misha pricks up at this, but Shizune doesn't share her reaction. With a flick of her head to signal for Misha to follow her away, Shizune simply raises her hand to silently wave me goodbye. The two of them make their way to the door. I turn to gesture until they are out of the sight. I didn't think they would be so disappointed, and it makes me feel a little bad for ditching them. Still, I have things to do. And this is where I save my game. Bep, bep, bep. Psh, bep, bep, bep. And this is it for this part. High five. Oh. What? Try again. What? What? Shut the fuck up! Jump! Jump! There was one chasing us!